God morning and good morning. Welcome to another episode of Talking Cancer, My Journey, My Way. I am your host, Luis Lopez, and I like to start my day always by saying thank God for the wake up. Thank God for the wake up, and thank God for the wake up. Well, today is I don't know what day it is anymore. I just lose days. I think it's like Wednesday, something like that, the 20th. No, that's right. That's right. I just paid a bunch of bills uh last night. So that's cool. It is what it is. We got to do what we got to do, right? So, business as usual. You know, I did finally get an appointment for my MRI. As a matter of fact, my doctor set up an appointment, two appointments, one MRI and one CT, and I believe I have those images going on the 10th of October. So that'd be cool. I never did two sets of images on one day, but that's something that Sharp never did really. I mean, they're doing chest X-rays and pelvis, so the CT's on the chest, I believe, and the MRI's on the pelvis area. So that'd be interesting to do, and knock that out both out at one time and see how things are going. So especially now that lately I haven't, like I said, I haven't been doing any treatments at all or anything like that. So this should be definitely interesting. Anyways, yesterday we celebrated at work a colleague, her birthday, and so we all kind of brought stuff, to eat, for the like potluck, I guess. I guess that's what it's called. Anyways, afterwards, I didn't feel so good. I'm not quite sure what that was about, but I wanted to bring that to your attention, because I've been pretty much, well, not pretty much, 100% plant based for a while now, for, what, a month and a half, going on 2 months now, something like that. And, I eat really, really light. When I say light, I mean lots of fruits and lots of vegetables. Some rice and stuff like that. Some starches. Um, beans if I can. Whatever. But I eat those kind of foods regularly, no problem. And I usually eat them in its most natural state as possible. You know, um, everything I go buy and everything I go cook, if I cook it, so on and so forth. You know, um, but I've been eating and I've been eating and I've been eating a lot of it. So it's been feeding me, fueling me. So that aspect of things, I've been fine. I have feel like I've been eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and starches and stuff like that. So, or grains, let's call it grains. But potatoes and rice and all that stuff. But I feel like I've been eating a lot of it. But I've been feeling fine, maintaining the same weight. But yesterday I attempted to eat a little bit of what I wouldn't probably normally eat. Now there was rice there, like Spanish rice. There was a Mexican dishes theme. So people had ceviche, like shrimp ceviche, and churros and whatnot. What else? The Mexican street corn, some birria, chips and guac, and some kind of like potato Alfredo type thing with poblano chilies and stuff like that. Anyway, so I was like, okay, well, I could get some rice and I could eat, whatever, maybe some corn, you know. And I did eat something that was out of my norm because and that was the potato Alfredo with poblano chilies. I did try that. And probably one of the things that I probably shouldn't have ate because Alfredo is kind of cheesy type thing, and since it is animal based, and I haven't had cheese in a while, but anyways, I did eat more than I normally would at lunch, and that was 'cause normally it's like fruits or a veggie sandwich, you know what I mean, or multigrain or something like that, or a salad. And usually I'm good. Usually that's like my big meal of the day. In the evening I go home and maybe have like a little bit of fruit or an artichoke or something like that or whatever. But that was it. But yesterday I don't know. I felt like super super full. I couldn't get rid of that feeling like all day for the rest of the day. I was starting to feel lightheaded. Um, Really really weird because I never felt that before, and I'm not sure it's because maybe I had some animal product, basically, so the cheese, which was weird because I didn't have a big serving, but I had a decent serving. You know what I mean? And it was good, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I felt that way all day until I went to sleep. Finally, I just when I came home, I made dinner for the kids last night because the wifey wasn't feeling too good, so on and so forth. So, and then when I was done, I just went into the bedroom and I just like laid on the floor. Just laid on the floor. I ended up dozing off for like maybe like 15 minutes or something like that. But I was just so done. And I'm not quite sure what that is from. Um, but I feel better this morning. I slept it off, whatever. I didn't eat anything last night at all. When I came home from work, I didn't eat anything. I just was like, no. So I feel better. I feel stronger. I feel better. So that's a blessing all day long. So I mean, I wish I knew exactly what it was, but I'll tell you what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna go outside of my regimen. If that's how things are going to be, I'm not gonna go out of the things that make me feel good because whatever happened or what I ate or whatever it was, it didn't make me feel good. Now there was some what you call it though too. Uh, One of the guys had made some like homemade chili, and he was like, "You need to try that. You need to try that." And I did, and it was hot, but it was a good hot. It wasn't bad at all. Um, but I'm wondering if that had something to do with it. Because there was, from what I could see, there was like a lot of like oil in the chili. You know, but I didn't have a lot of it. I just had very like a little drill just to taste it. You know what I mean? Like a little bit on some rice, just to taste it. You know, um, but yeah, it just I don't know if the oil because I mean I haven't had like regular. I don't know what kind of oil you use, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like olive oil or something like that. You know what I mean? It was probably like a vegetable oil, and I haven't had anything like that in a while. probably even longer than um, me just being completely plant based. So, um, you know, maybe that was it. Maybe it was the chili. Maybe it was the oil or something. Because I think they might have used oil in the potato Alfredo thing too. You know what I mean? So, that. Now that I think about it, it might be that. It might be like, hey, hold on, what's this? What's this in your system? Like, ooh, we haven't had this in a long time. This is disgusting. Even though it might have been good to my taste buds. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where it's at right now. So, I'm back to being me, being sticking to my regimen, not trying to go out of the scope of things, and what I'm actually gonna do, because I noticed, what I've been doing is just, sticking to my regimen, but I've been eating a lot of it. I think I want to slow it down a little bit, and just kind of get back to the basics. Just not as much. Um, Maybe just lighten. I wouldn't say lighten up my lunch mode. My main meal. Just not as heavy because I noticed that sometimes I do get eat, and I'm like, dude, I can't stop. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just like ravaging, like more, more, more. So um, and usually that holds me like for the rest of the day. And I get home. That's why, excuse me. That's why when I get home, I just have like a little bit of snacks or whatever. But a plum, a nectarine, some melons, something. Like I said, some vegetables, and that's about it. But it's very, very light when I get home. Um, so one meal a day. That's my thing. That's my jam. Yeah. So you know, I got to get back to that. But I had to share. I had to share that moment, just for the simple fact that you know I don't know if there's anybody out there going through, anything similar. I haven't heard from anybody that's going through anything similar or anything like that. I think most people that are in my shoes are definitely attacking this from the conventional side of things. That's probably a very, very accurate statement. Um, so if you're out there and you're dealing with things um, unconventionally, hey, feel free to reach out to me. Um, I'm not opposed to conventional. I'm just, it was not working for me at that time. So I will continue though to just see what's going on, and maybe I can get into some of these clinical trials or something like that for some other things. But at this particular moment, it's all about my nutrition. It's all about exercise. It's all about my mental state and stability. How I continue to fight and remain positive, and just continue to push the envelope, as they would say, um, to make sure that I'm on a road conducive for me um, to cure myself. I know people don't like to hear that. And like, well, how are you going to cure yourself if you're not taking any chemo? The doctor already told me he can't cure me anyway. So what do I have to lose? Not a damn thing. So, but at this time, like I said, I will be getting some tests to kind of see where things, if things have progressed at all, degressed, things like that. So I'm looking forward to this, and no matter the outcome, I feel great. So I'm gonna just continue to be positive and continue just to push forward on this journey. So in the meantime, I think I'm gonna try to see if I can find some survivors that haven't had treatment. That's gonna be interesting. So let's see what's going on with that. That's going to be my next mission now. Find somebody. Even if I just share their story, I'm hoping I can get them to share their own story. But if not, oh well, I will share it. Thank you. That's my time for today. I did want to, like I said, I just wanted to bring that to you, that I wasn't feeling well, because I know I'd say I feel great all the time, and I do. And I woke up feeling great. But, that meal, something in that meal made me not feel great. So back to the drawing board I go and stick to what I know. What's making me feel good, what's making me feel strong, what's keeping me mentally alert. But yeah, yesterday it felt like really lightheaded. Felt like I was going to pass out almost, you know what I mean? So back to doing what I do. Anyway, that's my time. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Okay, enjoy your day. Thank God for as much and many things as you can. And I'm out. Peace, love, one.